Good evening, I'm Judge Shayad, and you are?
I'm Petru Denates, to be honest.
Mr. Domain, I have citations charging you with domestic violence, criminal damage, and 4 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. And I believe that the victim is on the line. Did you wish to be heard on conditions of release? Just conditions of release?
Yes. Are you talking to me, the victim, or?
Yes, I'm talking to you, Ms. Trimble.
Yes, I'm on the line, and yes, please.
All right, so go ahead and give me your input on conditions of release, not facts of the case, though.
Okay. I don't want him returning back to home. I will return home. And I want no contact unless it involves our 2 children that are 1 and 2.
Okay. Anything further?
No.
Your next court date in this matter in the Marana City Court is going to be October the 8th at 10 o'clock in the morning. You're going to be released on your signature and promise to appear on certain conditions. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Brittany except with regard to your mutual children, no contact with her 2 older children, your stepchildren. Do you understand that?
Yes, Ramon.
You're not to go to her residence or workplace.
Is there a way that I can get like an escort so I can get belongings?
You can go back with your, right, you can go out back with a police escort to get your personal belongings. Okay. Standard conditions of release include violating no laws, appearing at all court dates, remaining in the state of Arizona unless you receive permission of the court to leave the state. Do you understand that?
Yes, Ramon.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Domain. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are? Mr. Mejia, I have a number of things here for you. We'll start with charges that go back to May of last year for disorderly conduct, failures to appear, We'll appoint Peter Gutierrez to represent you on these charges. Your next court date will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Bond on this matter is requested will be $300. You're not to have contact with victims or return to incident locations. Next court date, next charges from July the 14th for shoplifting and failing to appear on August the 13th. We'll set that for the same court date. Same conditions of release. You'll be released on your signature on these, but the other. And then we have new charges. For shoplifting.
I don't know what's big smart, but I can't. I don't know. So I need to mark it right now.
This will be set for the same court date, and you're not to go to any Circle K stores. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Mejia. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Anthony Gabriel Soto.
Mr. Soto. I have a number of things here for you. I have charges for shoplifting, alleged to have occurred November 26th of 2023. Failure to appear January 4th of 2024. And it looks like you were supposed to be in court in September of 2024 and didn't appear that day either. I'll reassign Janet Altshuler to represent you on these charges. Hold you on a $999 bond. Court date tomorrow at 1 o'clock. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not return to the incident location. Then we have shoplifting charges from December of 2022. Same court date, same conditions, except to release you on this one. So you've just got one bond. Now, Ms. Altshuler was assigned on the Justice Court matters previously? Okay, because she'll be the attorney on the Morano one too, so that's why I wanted to double check. Bond on this matter will be $50. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return to the incident location. And again, Ms. Altshuler is represented. The court date on this will be on Wednesday at noon. Oh, boy, I'm having some trouble with the computer right now, so just give me a minute. I have charges out of Tucson City Court. Criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, August the 3rd of last year. Multiple failures to appear. Possession of paraphernalia on September 22nd of last year. Failures to appear. Will appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Hold down a $250 bond. If you post the bond, your court date will be October the 1st at 2:30. You're not to go back to the incident location, which was in the 4100 block of North First. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You'll be seen on September the 9th at about 1:45 sometime in the afternoon. All right, thank you.
Valencia.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Valencia.
in your first name?
Luis.
I have charges here from March 19th of this year, charging you with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, possession of paraphernalia, and failing to appear in court. Judge Viscara made it very clear she wanted you because of your history. So your next court date will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Peter Gutierrez is appointed to represent you. Bond is $2,499. You need to abide by any previous conditions of release, which may have included no contact or no return orders as well. I also have charges from May 1st of last year. Shoplifting, criminal trespass, failing to appear in June of last year. Same court date. Thank you, Mr. Valencia.
So I got court tomorrow.
Yes.
Hello. Alright. What's the door? It's for real. Hey, Ben.
Evening, I'm Judge Luth. There are
Good evening, Your Honor. My name is Johan Alberto Carrillo Insunta.
citations here charging you with domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct alleged to have occurred earlier today in the vicinity of your residence. Your next court date on this matter is going to be the 14th of October. At 1:30 in the afternoon in the Tucson City Court. That should be in courtroom 10 on the 3rd floor. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
I understand, Your Honor.
You're not to go to your wife's residence, except with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. No acts of domestic violence, no alcohol, no drugs. You need to participate in behavioral health assessment and any recommended treatment. And you're not to leave the state of Arizona. Do you understand that?
Stood on.
All right, if you need some temporary housing assistance, check with the transition center on your way out of the building. They should be able to assist you.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are? Your name, sir?
Your Honor, this is a Spanish interpreter. Is this a Spanish person? Spanish speaking person?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Dale, you're muted. Yeah, you can't unmute them. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade. And
Anything for now, Latour?
thank you, Mr. Latour. Mr. Latour, I have a citation here from May the 8th, charging you with disorderly conduct and assault, and then failing to appear in court on May the 21st. I have charges from May the 14th for criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, and failures to appear in court. Charges for criminal trespass on May the 18th, failing to appear in court. Possession of paraphernalia on July the 22nd, failing to appear in court. And then charges from today for shoplifting and criminal trespass. Will appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Bond will be $250. If you post the bond, your court date will be October the 1st at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on video on September the 9th in the afternoon, sometime after 1:45. You're not to go back to any of these places. You're not to consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or have contact with the victims. And someone from your attorney's office will be out to speak with you in the next few days. All right, thank you.
Your Honor, interpreter is back.
Got it. Thanks. You, sir,
Buenas noches, señor. Yo soy la juez Ted. ¿Y usted cómo se llama?
Miguel Ángel Gómez Borrola.
Miguel Ángel Gómez Orrola.
Mr. Gomez, I have a couple of things there for you. I have a warrant out of Pima County Superior Court
Muy bien, señor Gómez, tengo un par de cosas para usted. Primero, una orden de arresto que viene del tribunal superior del condado de Pima.
Sí.
Yes.
He's charging you with theft of means of transportation and possession of narcotics.
Y eso en la orden de arresto lo están acusando de hurto por medio de transporte y posesión de narcóticos.
We'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges.
En cuanto a estos cargos, se le va a nombrar la oficina del defensor público para representarlo.
Set an arraignment date for September the 8th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Su audiencia de la lectura de cargos se celebrará el 8 de septiembre a la 1:30 de la tarde.
And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
El abogado,
Honor, state submits,
el abogado fiscal o el abogado defensor, ¿quién quiere hablar sobre las condiciones de libertad?
No, Your Honor.
Anything from
No, su señoría. ¿Algo del abogado defensor?
Judge, we'd be asking for release to pretrial services. It looks like he does claim to have housing. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag, and it looks like this was previously dismissed and refiled. He only has one felony prior from 2020 out of state, which was not filed.
anything further from the state?
I'm
No,
sorry,
Your
Your Honor. Su señoría, nosotros estamos pidiendo que lo deje en libertad, bajo la supervisión de servicios previos a juicio. Parece que sí tiene un lugar donde puede vivir y parece que anteriormente se había descartado este caso y luego se retramitó. Y nada más tiene un delito mayor en cuanto a antecedentes penales y eso sucedió en 2020. Y fue fuera del estado y fue un caso no violento. ¿Alguien más quiere agregar? No.
Anything further, Mr. Poston?
No, Judge.
¿Algo más, señor Poston? No, su señoría.
At this point, we have no verification. He's got a new charge or is not appropriate. Bond will be $1,000. Pretrial services if the bond is posted.
Muy bien, en este momento todavía no tenemos nada de verificación y tenemos un nuevo cargo. Libertad condicional bajo palabra no es apropiado, así que se va a fijar la fianza en $1,000 y si se paga la fianza, se estará bajo la supervisión de servicios previos a juicio si sale de la cárcel.
That takes care of that matter. We also have new charges for auto theft.
Muy bien, ya con eso hemos acabado con el primer cargo y tenemos nuevos cargos que tienen que ver con hurto de algún tipo de auto.
We'll again appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And that either
También
counsel-
en este caso vamos a nombrar a la oficina del abogado defensor para representarlo en cuanto a estos cargos. ¿Algún abogado quiere hablar?
And did either counsel wish to be heard further?
No, Judge.
No, su señoría.
Judge, we'd be asking for some sort of bond, given that you held him on the old case. I don't believe it needs to be the 7,500, which is what the state is asking for. So we'd be asking for a lower bond on that matter.
Muy bien, señoría. Estaríamos pidiendo que usted asigne alguna clase de fianza, tomando en cuenta que usted ya lo detuvo con fianza en el otro caso más viejo. estamos pidiendo algo más bajo que los 7,500 que está pidiendo la fiscalía.
Bond will be $3,500. Preliminary hearing date will be September the 11th at 1:30.
Muy bien, la fianza se va a fijar en $3,500. Audiencia de la audiencia preliminar se celebrará el 8 de septiembre a la 1:30 de la tarde.
You don't have to return to the incident location.
No puede tener contacto con las víctimas supuestas ni tampoco puede regresar al lugar de los hechos.
And I would suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney.
Y sugiero que usted no hable sobre el caso con nadie que no sea su abogado.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez.
Gracias, señor Gómez.
Be sure to see.
Oh,
Your Honor, this is the interpreter again. Per the calendar, it doesn't look like there's any other Spanish. If that is the case, wondering if the interpreter can be excused.
I'll double check with the jail, but certainly. Jail, do we have any further Spanish speakers that you're aware of?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may be excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is there any reason that the conditions of relief forms are not next to each other? Okay, because I've got, if people have misdemeanors and felonies, they're not together, so it's going to make it harder to keep track of them. But we'll matter. We'll manage. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are.
The farm builders.
Mr. Bidders, animal complaint charging with theft of means of transportation, third-degree burglary, and possession of burglary tools. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
No, Judge.
Yes, Judge, we'd ask that you consider release to pretrial services. It looks like he has priors, but his last one is from 2019, and his sentence ended in 2021, so he hasn't had any felony new allegations since then. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag, and this is considered a non-violent offense, so we'd ask you to consider pretrial services.
Preliminary hearing date will be September the 11th at 1:30. Bond is $5,000. If you post the bond, you'll be distributed to pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no contact with alleged victims or any potential co-defendants except through legal counsel. You're not to return to the incident locations. Abuse and behavioral health assessment and treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you are out of custody. I suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Betters. Good evening, I'm Todd Shade, and you, sir, are?
Victor Borges.
Mr. Bojorquez, I have a warranty out of Pima County Superior Court charging you with possession of narcotic drug, possession of paraphernalia, alleged to occur on or about May the 3rd. Counsel, you've got a note for a steps hearing. My understanding that that's only pre-indictment.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you're correct. It is not steps eligible.
Okay. All right, we'll set an arraignment date on this matter for September the 8th at 1:30. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions of release?
No, Judge.
Yes, Judge, we'd be asking that you release him to pretrial services. This is an old charge, as you noted. It's from May of this year. However, on June 18th, he was placed on felony level probation for drug charges. It looks like he doesn't have any violations at this point. He is living at an approved residence through probation. As I noted, these are old charges. I'm not sure why he's just now being picked up on these. But given the fact that he's already on probation, and it looks like his misdemeanors are from 2024, so no new offenses since being on probation, we'd ask you release him to pretrial services so he can have a chance to appear for these.
His misdemeanors have significant failures to appear, including in August of this year. One of them has 3 failures to appear, 3 charged failures to appear. The other 2 have at least 2 apiece. So he's not going to be released on those matters. Just so you're aware of it. I think that, particularly since he indicates that he was aware of the court date, but just couldn't make it, I'm going to leave the bond at $500. Pretrial services, if you post the bond, court date will be September the 8th. That's a week from today at 1:30 in Pima County Superior Court. No alcohol or illegal drugs. As I commented, I have 3 sets of warrants out of Marana City Court, charges from June 13th of last year for shoplifting, along with 3 failures to appear. Charges possession of prescription-only drugs from September 13th of last year, 2 failures to appear. Shoplifting from June 13th of last year, different charges. At least 2 failures to appear. We'll appoint Janet Alexler to represent you on these charges. Set a bond of $500. Court date will be September the 3rd at noon.
Oh, okay.
You're not to return to the incident locations, possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Thank you, Mr. Bojorquez.
Collins. Collins.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Right.
Ms. Collins, in a complaint charging you with robbery alleged occurred on or about the 23rd of July. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and would either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions of release?
No, Judge.
Judge, when making your decision, we'd ask that you consider that she only has 1 felony prior from Utah, which is for drugs in 2020. And this occurred over a month ago without any new charges.
This started up on house and anything happens, from there. And he's wearing everything. I just watched the finals, I learned steps. No problem.
Preliminary hearing date will be September the 11th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Bond will be $2,500. If you post the bond, you'll be on the distributor of pretrial services. Conditions of release will include no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, no contact with the alleged victims or any potential co-defendants, no returning to the incident location. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you're out of custody. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Collins.
Juma. No, sit there.
Well,
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
Juma,
And your first name?
Harifa,
Minister Juma. Interim complaint charging with shoplifting. Alleged occurred on or about the 30th of August. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
No, Judge.
yes, Judge, we're asking you to release him to pretrial services. This is a nonviolent offense. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. His last prior felony is from 2021. He claims to have housing and employment. I don't think it's necessary to hold him in custody on this charge. We're asking you to release him.
Given the history of shoplifting and the level 3 assessment, bond will be $1,000. You post the bond, you'll be released to third-party custody pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not returned to the incident location. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you're out of custody. Preliminary hearing date will be September the 11th at 1:30.
should I probably get a bond reduction if they get released in?
Well, take a seat.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
Raymond Lilly,
Mr. Lilly, and a complaint charging you with first-degree criminal trespass. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
No, Judge.
Judge, I don't believe the bond needs to be as high as the state's requesting. It looks like he does have priors, but his last one is from 1994. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. So we're asking you to consider those factors in making your determination.
Preliminary hearing date will be September the 11th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Bond will be $3,500. You'll be in decision of pretrial services if you post that bond. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim in this matter. Do you understand that? You're muted.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
You're not to return within 3 blocks of her residence or workplace. You don't engage in behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you are out of custody. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Other than the course of such assessments and treatment, I'd suggest you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney. All right, we also have a misdemeanor warrant for you. The charge is from June 19th of this year for criminal trespass. Looks like you were supposed to be in court in early August and didn't appear. I'll appoint Gary Rinkwitz to represent you on these charges. Reduce the bond to $250. And again, behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment. And you're not to return to the incident location in this matter. Your court date will be tomorrow at about 1 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Lilly.
Hello.
Hmm. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
John Ross.
What's with the Jesse Martinez folder? Yeah, let me see if we can figure out what time he was booked. I'll deal with that later. Mr. Ross, I've got a couple of things here for you. Litigation charging you with criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and either counsel wish to be heard further on condition.
No, Judge.
Judge, we'd be asking that you consider releasal in this incident. I understand he has a pending failure to appear on the misdemeanor. However, he doesn't have any felony priors. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag, and this is a nonviolent offense. So we're asking you to consider release in this matter.
Given that he scores a 6 on the failure to appear scale, chances of appearance are pretty low. Small set of low bond of $500. Preliminary hearing date will be September the 11th at 1:30. No alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact with the alleged victims. You're not confirmed the incident location. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you're out of custody. I also have a warrant out of Tucson City Court. Charges from May the 8th of this year for criminal trespass, failing to appear on June the 10th. Your next court date, and this is going to be October the 31st at 9 o'clock in the morning. Right now, that's set for a non-transport review if you're still in custody. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. Again, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to go back to the wash south of 49 West St. Mary's. And again, behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment. City Public Defender's Office will represent you until you're out of custody. All right, thank you.
Swan. Rachel.
Hello. That's good. Why should say that's to be a site.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
Well, I'm the Philip Court Swan, Your Honor.
Something like that. Okay, so we'll do this with evidence by the beginning.
You have an interim complaint charging you with possessing narcotic drugs.
It will be as far as
We have no narrative on this matter.
no tomorrow. So
There's no probable cause. So these charges will be dismissed at this time.
If she had it. And the baby asked her.
And you will be released. The charges may be refiled at any time. So you might want to give yourself.
Otherwise,
You may be. Thank you, Mr. Swan.
Love you. It's.
Good evening. I'm Judge Fade, and you, sir, are
Roland Michael Valenzuela.
Mr. Valenzuela. In a complaint charging you with armed robbery. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on condition?
No, Judge.
Judge, we'd be asking for a lower bond than recommended by the state. We'd ask you to consider the fact that he's unemployed and homeless, and he does have priors, but it looks like his last one is from felony priors from 2022.
Preliminary hearing date will be September the 11th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Bond will be $7,500. If you post the bond, you'll be distributed for pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. You're not to go back to the incident location. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you are out of custody. Other than in the course of those things, I would suggest that you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney. Right. Thank you, Mr. Valenzuela. And when you figured you got Martinez figured out? You got Martinez figured out? Yes. Okay. Okay. Good evening. I'm Judge Chayad, and you, sir, are
Oh, I'm Fernando Chavez, man.
Judge, may the state be excused.
the state may be excused. Mr. Chavez. In
Yes.
addition, you said he's in charging its domestic violence, failing to obey a protective order.
Yes. I thought that protection order was already released, man.
Apparently, it has not been.
Because that's why we went to Rocky Point as a family, you know, to
The order has not been removed. Okay.
okay.
So your next court date there on Ajo is going to be September the 16th at 9 o'clock in the morning. You need to comply with the order of protection and any prior court orders unless they're dismissed or amended by a judge. So until you've seen something with the judge's signature on it, no contact with Guadalupe. Do you understand that?
But I'm the one who takes my little one to school, so how are I supposed to take it to school? Every day.
And
I don't understand. I don't understand it now.
you need to comply with that order. As long as that order is in effect, you need to comply with it. Once it's dismissed, then it's no longer a valid order, but it is still a valid order. And if you violate the order, you're subject to arrest again.
I didn't violate. I didn't know.
Well,
I supposed to be working today, and I'm missing my work too.
your next court date is September the 16th at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Ajo Justice Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
At this court or where? I'm sorry.
Yeah, there in Ajo.
All right.
All right. Thank you. That's all I've got.